This is scary, my friends. This is scary, right? We don't even get to see this marketing. Why don't we see it? Because it's aimed at riders, right? This is a message, just so that drivers, obviously the majority of the people in this channel that are tuning on right now are drivers, right? But you don't even get to see this message because this marketing message goes to the passenger, to the rider. And it says here, you can add up to 5 stops on any trip. Uber, did you ask us? Did you check in with your drivers and see if this is okay, right? Need to pick up someone or something along the way. Oh yeah, your driver will go on a wild tour and pick up buddy A, buddy B, friend C, family D, pit stop 5. I mean, really? Need to pick up someone or something along the way? You can add stops easily by tapping where to, and then tapping the plus symbol, plus, on the right before entering your destinations. And you can easily split the bill with friends right on the app. So let's go on a wild ride, right? Here's the thing though. They are billing this trip 5 stops, right? Through the roof, right? You've already agreed to some upfront pricing for the basics. And then here come the royal surprises, because we are going to add on all these little extra stops, right? 5 of them. And you're going to be driving around for a long time, picking people up, dropping people off. But are you going to be paid much more money? I mean, this is literally, it says here, you can add up to 5 stops on any trip, dear passenger, and dear driver, we found 5 new ways to screw you over, right? That's what it boils down to. And you can easily split the bill with friends right on the app. Once you're on a trip, swipe up to find the split fare option. Now, on UberX, let's be honest here, 4 people in the car, right? What are they doing? They're marketing this to all riders, and they're setting us up for a disaster, because they said, oh, I got this email. It says, don't argue with me. It says I can add 5 people. Oh, hang on, buddy. You're in an UberX, right? You can add 4 people can be in this car. We're not driving around doing a city tour, picking up Janine, Jackie, Patricia, and Monique. Not happening, right? 4, if you got in the car starting with 4 people, that's what your UberX trip is. They are setting you up for so many headaches here, right? And this is all geared, Phil's in the house, this is all geared to the passenger. The driver has no idea that Uber is running these campaigns and telling the rider, oh, by the way, you can add up to 5 stops on any trip. Need to pick up someone else? Or do you need to pick up something along the way? No problem. Just hit plus. Add your 5 destinations. Well, you're adding 5 new nightmares, right? Maybe you're picking up this guy, more luggage. And you get to person number 3, your car's already full of luggage. They have not thought this through. What categories are they marketing this to? No, this is a general one that has gone out to everyone. It doesn't say, hey, if you are in an XL, or if you book a Lux, or an SUV, or a Black, right? You can get up to 5 stops. This is a generic advertisement. Generic little ad goes out to millions of riders, gets their hopes up high, doesn't educate them correctly, and here's where the here's where the reality sets in. You pull up, and this dude is like, oh, I just, on my app, I can add 5 different destinations. So we're going to go there, we're going to pick up my friend, and then we're going to go past the liquor store, and then I got to go and get something from Target, and then we're going to go and pick up my other friend, and then we're going to pick up my 3rd friend who has more luggage. Who thought this shit out, Dara? Or did you simply pull it out your asshole, right? Did you simply pull it out your asshole? That's what I want to know, right? It's like, seriously, dude? Like, seriously? Seriously? Did you just like pull this out your asshole, right? This idea here, right? It's actually this one. Did you just like make the shit up? Oh, we're gonna go get 5 people. I want to pick up number 1, pick up number 2, pick up number 3, pick up number 4, pick up number 5. And that poor driver is driving around all over the show, has no idea what they're getting into. Safety, adding stop by stop by stop by stop, you're increasing the safety issue, more people in the car, more stops, more danger, more stop and goes, right? Putting you into a situation where you may have to back into the traffic. I mean, talk about increasing your problems 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. And who thought this through? Who came up with this idea? Who asked the drivers? Wait, I want to hear back from you guys, and hit that like button there, please, right? The like button looks like this, right? It looks like this. Hand of famous looks like this, right? The like button. Hit it. We got 2 likes at the moment. There we go, 3. Somebody's hitting the like. But I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Need to pick up someone or something along the way. You can add stops easily by tapping where to and then tapping the plus symbol. The plus, right? Oh, and another one. Oh, and another one. You can hit that plus symbol 5 times. Does your driver know that you're adding all these extra stops? Does your driver, DoorDash suck says, keep up the great work, call them out, apply the pressure? We're going to apply the pressure non-stop, my friend, because this is unacceptable, right? This was not discussed with the drivers. This was just marketed towards the riders, right? And the next thing you know, you have this feature operating in your city with massive expectations, with massive demands, with a lot of issues coming. Sorry, I had no idea you were going to add another 4 people to the mix. And by the way, what are they charging you? Because they're not telling me how much they're charging me for these 5 stops. I mean, if this is not the most unethical, corrupt, bait and switch way to extract more money from the rider and pay the driver less, right? This is making you do way much more work than you should, driving way more miles for way little money. This is a disaster. This is a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster, my friends. Because the one thing I'm going to tell you right now, with all of this additional work, hitting that plus button 5 times, 5 people, 5 locations. Oh, do we see the money? Like, do we get paid for every stop? For stop 1, stop 2, stop 3, stop 4, stop 5? Do we see the money here? It's a very, very sneaky, sly, bullshit way to extract way more from the rider and have the driver do way more work for less money. And I'm good at cutting through the bullshit, right? If I see a marketing message like this, it's very easy to break it down black and white. What does this mean? Well, what it means is a lot of extra work for a lot of less money. A lot of additional safety factors come into account here, right? Yes, tell exes kiss my behind. Yo, James, are you going to drive around and let your passenger pick up all her exes? Oh, let's go to my ex Jimmy. Let's go to my ex Johnny. Let's go and pick up Frank. Let's go pick up Jonathan. And when we finish with Jonathan, I have one more ex and his name is Ronald. Let's pick them all up and let's go party. Hell no. Hell no. Why? Because I'm not getting paid for this. I thank you very much, Uber, for passing this, for checking in with the drivers if this is what they want, right? So you can add 5, high five, great success, not great success, 5 stops on any trip. It screams desperation. Like, it screams massive, massive desperation, Uber. Something tells me you really, really, really need money. Oh, it's okay, add 5 stops. We're okay with it. The company came up with this idea, but who has to execute? Who has to perform on this? The driver. Not good. Not good, my friends. 47 people in the house, 11 likes, way too little likes. Why am I even making this live stream? For 11 likes? I'm here, I don't know, hit that like button. 13, 14, 15, 16. By the way, anybody does not know what a like button looks like as you smash it down below. It looks like this, right? The more of these you have in a video, the higher this ranks, the more people we can connect with, the more we can educate the public, the more we can stick it to them, right? So likes are very important, my friends. For my videos, I like the likes. That's why I do the videos, because it really, you get more rankings. It just jumped to 23. It means you get more seniority in that video versus some others. And we get to educate the rider. Rider, listen, we didn't come up with this shit, right? I want the passenger to know we didn't come up with this shit. And by the way, dear rider, if you are booking an UberX, you should know, right? There's 4 people in our car max now that the pandemic is over. So when these guys market you something and say, oh, you can go to 5 stops, it doesn't mean you can go and pick up 5 buddies. Well, here they just said, right? Need to pick up someone. That someone means person. Something is material, a box, a bottle of wine. But need to pick up someone? Oh, we can do 5 stops. So the guy thinks, okay, cool. So like, there's me, and now I'm going to do 5 stops. I'm going to pick up 5 of my friends. You cannot fit them into an FUCKING UberX, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to educate you, UberX passengers, riders, right now, that this is absolutely not even possible. This promise that they made that you can add 5 stops and you can pick up someone plus another someone plus another someone plus another someone plus another someone. Doesn't even fit in an UberX. So someone did not think through their marketing. But they were desperate, so they pushed this out, getting the riders' hopes. Oh my God, I can go on a shopping spree. We can go Christmas, I can hit Target, I can go over to this store, and then I have another 3rd store that I can add, and then we can go and pick up something else. We are not here to do all your effing Christmas shopping, right? This is very, very smells like bait and switch-ish. Bait and switch. Kyle's in the house. Lyft wants to get to know us as drivers. Yeah, you know how you tell him how to, like, get to know me? Right? Is get to pay me. How do you get to know me? Is you get to pay me. Because when you pay me properly, that's when I drive for your company, and that's when you get to know me. Right? Next strike, Romero. Good question. Well, on December the 13th, there's 2 massive strikes in San Francisco and LA that I do know, organized by Rideshare Drivers United. I just made a video. If there are any other strikes, protests, boycotts, I'll let you know, because the unions, the organizations, the associations, they always text me, hey, Torsten, give us a shout out, give us a shout out. Appreciate you, Romero. So we have 26 likes, which is almost 41. We have 41 great people in the house. I was reading my statistics, analyzing my YouTube statistics. And by the way, I'm actually going to be the first YouTuber to show you what I earn with YouTube and break down the analytics. And like, it's interesting that 90% of my audience, no, actually 91% of my audience is male. I only have 9% of my audience and viewers are female. Well, I guess this is not really a job or a safe job for females this day, right? Kyle Winter says, strike hard, like a cobra. I'm not happy about this. I really am not. Jason Willis says, okay, we'll leave then. Good one. Somebody just said, I am fighting Uber with my snowstorm ride. They said it was fraud. I made a video for you. Did you see my video I made for you? I made a video for you about your snowstorm ride. Did you see it? Did you see that video? I actually made a video. So, Frank's in the house. I don't make any extra stops. I agree. Oh, that's what you were just saying. Yeah. So, and the reason why I made that video, this guy, thank you for being here. So, the video that I just made is actually our guests, our subscribers in the room right now, right? He's driving around, and correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me, right? Because you're live here. He's driving around in the snow. There's a snowstorm. Some passenger obviously does not want to drive in the snowstorm. That's why they called an Uber, right? Oh, Uber, come and get me. It's snowing. I don't want to drive in the snow, so come and get me. So there he is driving around in the snow. And well, you know what snow looks like. Comes down, more and more snow. Roads get blocked and traffic starts building up and it takes longer and you have to go this way, that way. And then he gets penalized. He gets deactivated because he took too much time. He clocked too many miles during the snowstorm. Dara, wake the F up, dude. Do you know this business? Do you know what happens in the snow when drivers have to drive in the snow? Any idea what happens? Oh no, but we'll deactivate him. Wow. Wow. That's how you roll. Okay. Frank Garner says contacting the rider by phone and asking for the rider's destination. That's a good one. Before having arrived. And then you can fire them on the spot. Steve says I got deactivated for no reason. Hit me up underneath the video. I'll show you how to get reactivated. I messaged you, but you never responded me. I got your message, dude, and I actually made a video. So thank you very much, Rideshare Professor. You sound like you're complaining now because I didn't contact you back, right? Guess what? I'm getting 300, 400 emails and text messages a day. So gratitude, please. No complaints. If somebody's like helping you, actually helping you because of the snowstorm issue, what's all? Thank you for shedding some light. You contacted me about something. I contacted you about something. Like, please be specific. I contacted you about this on that day. This is my name, right? I do not know your name, who you are, and I do not know what something is, right? So you email me, right? You email me. I'm just trying to educate you how it works in the real world, in the business world. You email me and say, I am Mr. So-and-so, right? This is what happens, and get back to me if you can at your earliest convenience. That's how I roll in the business. And text messages doesn't fly either because it's my private number. You know how many text messages I get a day? You email me. TORSTENKUNERT68 @ You email me. And I have time, I will call you back. But please, let's not get too demanding here. So let's see, what's the next thing? DoorDash sucks. The CEOs for all of these app companies should be in jail. I agree with that. Did Uber and Lyft Phoenix get the $1,700 DoorDash stolen from him? No, he didn't. But he has moved on to attorney, so he's filed a small claims, right? We'll get the money back. Funny Person says, what are your thoughts of Lyft's new bonus zone coming out? Look, whatever Lyft is doing right now is not working for them, right? Whatever Lyft is offering drivers is obviously not keeping drivers and attracting more drivers. So drivers are leaving Lyft. Lyft is really, 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 really hurting right now. And I mean like seriously hurting, right? And when I make that type of statement, I wish to back it up by saying, hey, guess what? Go and look at their stock price. Like, it's at $10, ladies and gentlemen. They're not doing well, right? There it is. at $10.32. They're not doing well. So whatever they're doing right now, whatever John Zimmer and Logan Green have concocted is not working. People are leaving. People are unhappy. So if they're coming out with something new, they better really think this through. If they're going to launch a new algorithm or a new way to try, and they're obviously trying to desperately bring back those drivers because they've lost so many. They've antagonized, they've pissed off so many drivers. And guess what? When you don't make money, you don't sacrifice more hours and more miles for cents. You don't. So you leave, you go elsewhere. You start rearranging your day, right? So my guess is if they're trying to come up with a new spin or a new way, smash that like button, they will have to put out something pretty substantial, pretty innovative, pretty beneficial for drivers in order to bring them back. The Enlightened Savage says Lyft doesn't pay damage cleaning fees. I sent them proof and they said, this is a car wear and tear and fraudulent claim. Wow. I would send them the middle finger. Brian Blanche is still no upfront fares in Jersey. Count yourself lucky. This channel completely changed how I play the game. I learned how to make money by taking the advice from this channel. Well, I'm happy, Kyle. I really, that means a lot, right? I mean, this is not just me. My channel is not just me. It's basically the collective input, the suggestions, the ideas from other drivers. And if I see a good idea presented by a driver, you know, I will analyze it as a business person, as a businessman. Does this make sense? Can this make more money? Let's look at this a little more closely. And I'll discuss it with my other drivers. And if I can come up with a game plan, I usually follow it up with a video, right? So we'll, like, if we hear something that on street level makes sense, makes money, then bring it into the channel, right? John says, screen record, share. I love it. John, thank you for saying that. Thank you for reminding the audience, right? What John says, screen record, screenshot, educate the public, right? And I'm really happy to report, since I made a couple of videos back, and I said, guys, show the outside world your evidence, right? Show the public. I need to put on another light. It's getting very dark here. It's getting dark in here. You need to educate the public, because Uber and Lyft do not like it when people start their own YouTube channels, or they're tweeting, or they're dropping stuff in Facebook pages, right? Educating the public and saying, hey, dear rider, dear passenger, check how much you paid, check how much I got. Check how much she paid, and check how much I received, right? And it's a really, really good way is to screen record, screenshot, social media. It's just like you transfer those recordings or those pictures to social media. Easy. Tweet it, retweet it, drop it in a Facebook page, make a video. I have been pushing a lot of new YouTubers that have startup channels. And you bring me a story that is interesting, that is truthful, that exposes the corruption, and I'll make a video for you, because I want to see you succeed as a YouTuber. I want to send you subscribers, because if I can send you subscribers and you can bring out the next video and the next, guess what we're all doing? We're educating. We're telling the company we ain't working for this shit, right? We're not working for this nonsense, dear company. And here's the proof, right? And at the same time, dear company, the other YouTuber, we're educating the public. They hate that. Steve Breutman says, each stop needs to be considered as a ride in Quest promo. Thank you. Right? I mean, here, who knows? Which driver knows that they're promoting this nonsense behind your back? This is the stuff these are the promises, ladies and gentlemen, that they are making passengers and riders. And you may not even be aware of it. That's why we're making a video, right? You may not even be aware that they are telling riders, you can add up to 5 stops, right? Need to pick up someone. So if you want to pick up 5 someones or something, if you want to go to 5 stores and pick up 5 somethings, something from Target, something from Walmart, something from McDonald's. Who cares? We are doing the work, right? We are putting all this extra mileage, time. You guys have been charged an arm and a leg for those 5 extra stops. We have to do all that hauling and luggage of, Jackie, who just got in the car with 2 suitcases. And then we're picking up Vicky with her carry-on. And then we're picking up Jonathan and his friend at stop number 3. And they have more luggage. This is all the extra shit we have to do. But here's the big question. Are we getting paid? Are we getting paid for these extra 5 somethings or someones? It's a valid question, right? Isn't it a valid question? Am I getting money for this nonsense? And the way they sneakily operate, I'm carefully saying, I don't think so. Because they're going to charge this dude an arm and a leg for 5 additional stops. It's going to be a lot of extra time. It's going to be a lot of extra money. You're all over the fucking map, right? And then you finally arrive an hour and a half too later. Oh, I just did 5 pickups. What? What did you pay me? Oh my God. When drivers see what they get paid, mark my words. If you ask a rider and passenger who's added 5 stops and you see what they got charged and what you got paid, you will never, ever do this again. Never. Never. This is an insult. This is doing false promotions behind your back. Because they didn't run this by us. They didn't ask us what we think about it. And by the way, I want to remind Dara Koshashawi, you created UberX for how many passengers? 4. But here you're making 5 promises because you say there's a plus button. You can add stops by easily tapping where to and then tapping the plus symbol. There it is. I'm not making this up. This is their verbiage, right? On the right before entering your destinations. And the plus 5 times can either be someone, not making this up, I'm reading it, or something. So you tell me how well thought out this genius marketing plan is of 5 additional stops when you have the category that's called UberX that only allows 4 people. It's setting us up for a fight or a problem with that person. But I was promised I could pick up 5 people. Hey fool, UberX, read what you signed up. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 Leute, 4 Personen, dankeschön. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. It's all you can have. So dream on if you're going to go and pick up your 5th buddy. Because your 5th buddy is going to stand in the snow and wait. We're not picking him up. I can't. I'm in an UberX. Sorry. 90 people, we have 43 likes. Guys, don't piss me off. Hit that like button. Right? We have 90 amazing people, guys and girls, in this room. And there's only 43 likes. So, if you want the video to continue, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Drop down to 85. 45, thank you. And then how do you feel about this? Now you can add 5. It's a little excessive, isn't it? I mean, if they said you can add up to 2 stops, okay, that's pushing it. But 5 reeks of desperation. I mean, good question here, Al Jolly. Funny person 251 writes, Professor, question, what passenger ratings matter and what is the limit we should look on passenger ratings, my friends, are real, right? Now, if you're a 5.0 driver and you've done 1,000 trips and one arsehole comes along and dings you a 1, it'll change it. You'll drop to like 4.96 or 4.92, which is still ultra high. Bottom line is, even with 1 negative rating, you are actually still, you can call yourself a 5-star a driver, right? Because you've consistently got 4.98 to 5. But you will get a passenger who, I don't know, maybe they have body odor, maybe they don't ever shower, maybe they smell like marijuana, right? And they consistently get like 2 stars, 1 star, 4 stars. Maybe if they're lucky on a lucky day, they get a 5 star. And you get some really shitty ratings. That says a lot about a passenger. And then now you maybe have to go and pick up 5 someones. I mean, do we get to see their 5 someones passenger ratings? I mean, they don't have to be Uber riders, right? They can be anyone because they can pick up 5 someones. Javier Gonzalez, hit the like button. Hit it hard, ladies and gentlemen. We're on 60. We've got 86 people in the house. So yeah, I mean, seriously, how do you feel about this? I don't feel good about this. Help says if it shows up 5 stops, I cancel a ride. I'd cancel a ride if it says 2 stops or more. I would cancel a ride. Oh my God, hopefully you're going from A to B, from the house to the airport, or from the hotel to the airport, or from the airport to, we're not going to pick up all your buddies along the way. I'm not going to whole bag of surprises, right? Maybe it's like peak traffic and then you want me to pick up a couple of people on the way to the airport. Hell no, not happening. Not happening. I'm losing money. Yeah, there's a lot of vehicles with a 3rd row, right? But that usually doesn't matter if it has a 3rd row. Then be more specific, okay? If it has a 3rd row, my guess is it's an XL or higher, right? Or maybe an SUV. And then you should be very specific, right? If this advertisement, if this is marketed just towards XL or Uber Black or SUV, okay, I understand. This is a generic mailer that went out, right? No categories attached, doesn't say X, XL, it just says, guess what it says? You can add 5 someones or 5 somethings to your trip, right? Lyft will go bankrupt, and it is a matter of time. It is a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. Someone is going to come in and grab Lyft. Now, it could be Google, could be Amazon, could be DoorDash. Someone is going to swoop in and buy up Lyft for cents on the dollar. Paul Richardson's, hey, what's up? I have a minivan, but shows up on Riders app as 3 persons, says UberX and not Uber XL. You have a minivan, but it shows up on Riders app as a 3 person. I've never heard of that. You have a minivan, okay. My guess is, are you driving that minivan on the XL, in the XL category? The only thing I can think of is that you have a very, very old minivan that doesn't qualify for XL anymore. Maybe they'll just allow you to drive on X. D. Guerrero in the house. In the house. Sith Gasm says diplomatic immunity. My van is an 8 person. My Sienna, my 2023 is also an 8 person. Oh, there we go. You got a 2011 Honda. That's a very old Honda. So they are probably only putting you in UberX, my guess. I don't think you even qualify for XL with a 2011. I think the cutoff is like 2014 or 2015. So there you got it. But on XL, take any car. And Lyft is even more desperate than Uber. New York City driver in the house. Jake, shout out. EA Monterey says thank you. Paul says pay sucks here. I'm in Nacogdoches, Texas. How do I pronounce that? Texas in the house. Uber and Lyft pay is horrible at the moment. Will Connor says, I got to say, ever since I've moved on for standard Lyft to the Lux, game has been way better. Good. You may not get as many trips, but the trips that you are getting are far, far more quality trips and far better paying trips. See, Paul, I nailed it. Said, yes, sir. Megaline says, would you buy a 2014 hybrid car for Uber? I heard the battery normally lasts 10 years. Now, hybrids are good. If it's a Toyota hybrid, it's a great car, right? Now, would I go out and buy a Prius? I mean, I can pick up Priuses for nothing at auctions. Nothing. Cheap, 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 cheap. But ask yourself this. Ask yourself this one question. Let's just say you would get a Prius hybrid, 2014 model with X amount of miles. Do you know how much money there is still to be made in the Lyft Basic or the Uber X, the bottom categories? Very, very little money. Very, very little money. And in some markets, drivers are just giving up because there's no money. Some of the more metropolitan markets, which are busy and you accumulate a lot of little twosies and threesies and foursies and fivesies, yeah, maybe you make the money in bulk, right, over an 8 or 10 or 12 hour shift. But man, where is the money in Uber X and Lyft? I mean, where is the Lyft? Like their wells have dried up, man. They're not even sharing any bonuses or any extra money with you because they don't have the money, right? They've run out of this. They've run out of this. They don't have any more of this, right? That's why, guys, become a private driver, a true independent contract. You don't have to put up with this bullshit, right? You're making 500 minimum a day. If I make under 500 a day, I get upset. I get in a bad mood. I want to make 500 to 1,500, sometimes 2,000 a day. I will not. I played around in UberX for 3 months. Thank you very much, but no thank you. Then I tried out Excel for maybe another 3 months. Thank you, looking a little bit better, but no thank you. And then I went into the SUV and Lux and I thought, oh, interesting people, good clients, good tips, better pay. Oh, there's such a thing as private clients. That's where the real money started. But these guys are done, man. Lyft is done. Lyft, ladies and gentlemen, is done. $10. Even it went down 5 cents since I started the live feed. It was on $10.32. Remember? Go back in my video. It's on $10.27. It is going down, John Zimmer. The Titanic. Titanic is sinking. Titanic is sinking. Get off the ship. Get off the ship. Get off the ship. The Titanic is sinking. Logan Green, John Zimmer, your ship is sinking. Get the rescue boats out. Right? Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet welcomes you to the Titanic. Your rideshare company is going dark. It's sinking. Here, it's not even worth the shit in your nose, man. It's not even worth the shit in your nose. It's not even worth that. Fuck all. Nothing. Worth shit. We need your whip. Where's my whip? Okay, I need to find my whip. I had this beautiful whip. Made a beautiful sound. You know, like when you... Where's my whip? Thank you for reminding me. There's no rescue boats for John and Logan, right? John and Logan, when that ship goes down, they're going to be swimming in freezing cold water out there in the ocean, like Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, right? Those two. They'll be holding their hands. John Zimmer and Logan Green are going to be holding their hands on a dark night in the ice-cold ocean around Canada, right? The ship's gone down. The drivers have taken the rescue boats. They're like, oh, we're getting out of here, we're getting out of here, we're getting out of here. So the drivers go and rescue themselves. They've taken and everyone else, like John Zimmer and Logan Green, they end up dying of, what's it like? Cold. Hypo, whatever it's called. Like, I think we're going to die, John. I think you're right, Logan. The Titanic just sunk. There's no one to help us. All the rescue boats have left. What do we do? Let's make one last prayer and say, we fucked it all up. We fucked it all up. It's time to die. 101 people watching. 101 Dalmatians. 105. 73. Listen. Let me show you what a like button looks. The hand of Thanos in the Uranus. It looks like this, right? You know, this thing here, right? Looks like this. Hit that freaking like button. Hit that like button. Smash the like, guys. The more likes, the higher the video ranks in YouTube the more people, the more riders, the more passengers we can educate. Hey, dear passenger, dear Uber passenger, listen, we have nothing against you. In fact, if you want to tip us more, you become our friend, right? So dig into your wallets and your purses, dear passenger, right? This is my first education lesson. And get out the 10s and the 5s. Don't be stingy. Start paying, Start paying. What are the 50s? We're even better. 20s, 50s, 100s. Pay us a tip. That's my first tip I can give the riders. The second tip, dear rider, do not take advantage of this bullshit. It's a headache. It's a safety factor. We're not making more money, and we don't want to drive your ass around town over Christmas to this store, to that store, to this store, and clock up 2 hours. We don't want to do that, right? So passenger and riders, if you want to be our friends, remain our friends, don't use and abuse this plus button. Oh, I want to pick up another someone, and another someone, and another someone, and another someone, and another something, and another something. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm talking to riders and passengers right now. Don't do it. Nada. Niente. Don't do it. Don't hit that like button. That plus button. Do not do it. Do not do it. Ladies and gentlemen, do not do it. It is very bad. This is a very evil plus button. This is not positive. This is negative. I promise you, this is not positive. This is negative, ladies and gentlemen. Do not do it. And pay us better tips. Listen, you expect your ass to be driven around town. You're drunk. You've had 5 tequilas, and we're bringing you home safe. Dig into your wallet and purses, dear passenger and riders. Come on. Show the Christmas spirit. Be like Santa. Give those drivers some money they deserve. Looks like this. That's what it looks like. So start tipping you. Now we understand that a rider or a passenger doesn't like tipping the driver. Why? Because they're paying astronomical rates, right? You passenger and rider, do you have any idea what you're paying and what we're getting, what the discrepancy is? You should ask us, hey, what are you receiving? We'll tell you. We'll tell you how much we get. I showed you the other day, the guy paid $260. The guy got $52, right? Who kept the $210? The company did. So don't get pissed off with us and say, it's so expensive, I have to withhold the tips. Tip us. Even though you're getting charged $250 for that, tip us $10, $15, $20. We deserve it. We deserve it. Huge announcement. You can add 5 stops on any trip. Like who on earth came up with this idea? Who? Who over there in that technical engineering executive department came up with this one? Stand up. Who are you? Was it you, Dara? Or was it the head of the engineering team? Or was it Ronald McDonald? Andrew McDonald? Was it Nelson Chai? Was it Tony West? Who was it? Who came up with this idea? Who? Raises in the house. The thing is, we shouldn't be having to work and rely on those tips as drivers. We should be working for those bonuses and the hard-earned money. We should be getting paid accordingly. Amen. Couldn't have said it better. Amen. Al Jolly says, $19 fare I got, 7. Tip the driver if you want them to continue driving for you. So on 19, they gave you 7. Well, guess what? My math says that's less than 50%. It's like 70 to 80% is going to Uber and Lyft right now, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Upfront fares, trip radar, all of that nonsense is the best and biggest thing that they've brought out to hide the real numbers. Mega Lion says, do you think we can actually teach the algorithm to pay better? Yeah, if you can teach the algorithm to pay better if you actually all work together, right? That basically means just Do not be afraid to decline. Do not be afraid to decline. To decline. But it doesn't really help you if you're sitting there for 3 hours in your car and you're declining and you're declining and you're declining, and then you get something that pays semi-okay or okay. There's not really any very good paying trips anymore, right? But you are sitting around there forever just declining, right? I mean, you're wasting your time. Hopefully your car's off and it's not idling and using gas. But what you need to learn to do is how you stick it to the algorithm is cherry pick, decline, period. Decline, 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 decline. I'm heading to LAX. I'm going to be at LAX at 8 p.m. Anybody going to be out there? If you guys want a coffee, if I can treat you to a coffee or a croissant, anybody going to be at LAX? I'll be there at 8. Going to go and make some money. That's what cab drivers do. Andre says, I've noticed the ride requests are becoming more awful. Damn right they are. Awful. Emphasis on awful, horrible, terrible. Heloptic Win says, my car got totaled. I'm sorry to hear that. And I will no longer buy another car for Uber. I will be taking my bike to work and totally avoid rideshare. I think that's a good idea. Tour and Travel says, enough for me, Uber and Lyft, I'm done. It's not worth it anymore. I like that. You've made up your mind. You've done your calculations. You've looked at your numbers, and it's not worth it anymore. Stefan says, I used to get tips on airport trips, but not anymore. I've been questioned by passengers regarding the human traffic occurring with Uber because they've been watching the news. Andre says, every driver shut off app for 24 hours. El Jolly says, some of these drivers will make less than minimum wage. A lot of drivers make less than minimum wage, sadly. There's a great app for that I'm going to be promoting on the weekend. A great, great app. Oh, there it is. There it is. Di Guerrero. Decline. That's it. 104 people in the house. I have to get to 100. I have to get to 100 likes. They look like this, right? Lorenzo Davis is in the house. Professor, 2023, I'm going to take your chauffeur course. Dude, Lorenzo, in 2023, you've got to be a chauffeur. I had a great conversation with a gentleman from Atlanta early on. Really nice conversation. Then I had a great conversation with a great app company. So money's coming in, baby. And ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, I'm celebrating big time. Right? Few things are happening. I'm almost at 60,000 subscribers. That means I pop a bottle of champagne with you guys. We fill up the glass. Remember, every 10,000 I reach, we pop a bottle of champagne together. Yes, you and I, that's correct. So that's coming up. And then today, I wired through a bank a lot of money. A lot of money. I bought a massive, massive piece of land, which is getting split up. And we're building multiple houses and Airbnbs. Next big investment. So invest the money, grow the money, reinvest the money. 98 people in the house. Dos por favor. Zwei bitte. Zwei. Deutschland. What happened to Deutschland? Why did you guys go home so early in the World Cup? You really disappointed me. What happened to Viva España? Morocco slapped you down. What happened to Switzerland? You got destroyed by Ramos and the Portuguesa, says Tashbon, the Portuguesa. They slapped you down. So who's in those final 8, ladies and gentlemen? Any soccer enthusiasts in the house? Well, on 7 a.m. on Friday, this Friday, we have Brazil. Brazil, la 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 la. Brazil playing Croatia. Brazil's going to win it. Then at 11 a.m. on Friday, we have Argentina playing the Nederlanden. Ja, die Nederlandse mensen, weet je. So baie goed, the soccer players. Ja, baie goed, baie goed. But my friends in Dutch, in Holland, Netherlands. I have a lot of friends in Holland. I speak the language fluently. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Netherlands. Ek weet dat Argentina die speel sal wen, right? Argentina is going to win that one. So I'm sorry, Netherlands. Then, Saturday morning, bright and early, 7 a.m., big one. Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo plays Morocco. What, Morocco? Where the hell did you come from? Congratulations, Morocco, but you are going home. Portugal's going to take that one. Then, the battle, the war, the battle of all battles. Vive la France! Vive la France! Français, Hollandaise, England. 11 a.m. Who's going to go home? England. Who are we going to be left with? Brazil. La 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 la. Argentina. Argentina, Messi, you deserve your first title. Then we are going to have Portugal. Ronaldo, Sui. And we're going to have the fourth team going through, my predictions, France. Now it gets interesting. Now, I made the predictions. Brazil, Argentina, France, and Portugal, the last four. Now Brazil gets matched up with Argentina. Who wins that one? Now, if we go back to 2021, to the Copa America. Copa America, anybody know Copa America? Copa America. Argentina 1, Brazil 0. Because it's Messi's World Cup and he deserves it, Argentina is going to win. So Argentina is going to be in the final. And on the other side, you're going to have Portugal playing against France. Well, Giroud, Mbappe are all going to step up. And France is going to win 1-0. So who's going to be in the final? France against Argentina. Tony Azou is trash. Pancho, shout out Pancho. The one and only Pancho. Right? That's it. That's how it goes, my friends. 106 people in the house. 106 likes. Beautiful. Now it's time for the rideshare professor to rest. I have done my work. I've told you personally what I think about this. That hit the positive, hit the positive and add someone, hit another positive and hit something, hit another positive and hit another, add another someone, hit another positive and add another something. 5 times. Yeah, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 positives. No, it's not positive, it's negative. It's a negative idea. It's a bad idea. It was not run by the drivers. More work, more safety issues, more miles, less money. So these are 5 new ways of screwing you over. And it's a generic advertisement going out to every frickin' rider. And what they didn't mention in the equation is that only 4 people, by the way, there are 4 people fit in an X car. That's how you market UberX, right? 4 people. The driver plus 4 passengers. So you're telling me you can do 5 stops, but you're only allowed 4? Well, that's a problem. How do we get number 5 in? We don't. We don't take them. Nah. We'll stay in the snow. We keep a drunk ass by the nightclub. Can walk them. What's your thoughts on Elon Musk's robotaxi? Well, my thoughts on Elon Musk, I used to be a big Elon Musk fan, but he's spreading himself thin. And in business, you don't take on 20 different things. And that's going to be Elon Musk's downfall. Now, he's a brilliant man. He's smart, a business degree, engineering degree, but he's taking on too much, right? Just lost $100 billion. Tesla investors are not happy because he's concentrating on Twitter. SpaceX people are not happy because he's focusing on Twitter and engaging in Twitter battles, and then he wants to build robo-taxis. My advice, and Elon Musk comes from a town called Pretoria. He knows, like, I could chat one-on-one with Elon Musk because his childhood is like my child. I went to the army where he lived, where he was born in Pretoria. That's where I went to the army. And I could never ever give Elon Musk any advice because I am I'm tiny compared to this Elon Musk guy, right? Even business smart. So he's a brilliant smart man. But He's spreading himself out into too many directions and starting to make mistakes. Spending $44 billion on Twitter. I don't know why he did it. He's not going to see that money back. And he's spreading himself out. So he should focus on SpaceX and Tesla and just focus, build and focus more models, more. But going in every single direction, it's not good. It's not good. Currently, guaranteed pay in Lyft for 2 weeks is $1,200. Monthly would be $2,400. My advice, cut work to only 3 days a week. 3 days at $200 each. Interesting. Al Jolly says, do what is right for you. Hombre Burro is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Adam Christopher is in the house. Adam Christopher says, should I ignore my acceptance rate? Right? I would say yes. Ignore it. Because the one thing that Uber and Lyft right now, they cannot afford to lose more drivers. They cannot. Right? They just cannot afford for people. They need money. Right? They need people driving. So if they start penalizing and deactivating people over the acceptance rate, they may have the riders, but once you start deactivating everybody left, right, and center over the acceptance rate, you might as well take 2 guns and shoot yourself in both feet, right? See, Al Jolly says I've dropped 30% and still active. So I've heard people say I've dropped 85% and I'm active. I would, me personally, completely ignore that. 5 stock shaking my damn head. That is a disgrace, Jenny Gang. That is a disgrace. You couldn't have said it better. This is a disgrace what they are doing. Marketing this shit behind our backs, right? Making us do more work for less money, right? There's more safety issues here. What they're basically telling the people is like, oh, go around. Need to pick up someone or something along the way, right? Just before Christmas, right? You can add stops easily by tapping where to, and then tapping the plus symbol. Plus. You know, we're going to get another plus here. Yeah, I need to pick up another someone. You're going to pick up another someone. And I'm going to pick up another someone. I'm going to pick up another something. And I'm going to pick up another someone. So I'm going to pick up 4 somethings and 1 something. You know, thank you, Uber. Thank you, Uber. I'm a passenger. And thank you very much. You can pick up like 3 somethings and 2 someones, you know. Why is it 5? You know, they tell me you can do 5. What the fuck? I'm going to do plus all the time, you know. I only had like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somethings, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 someones. Dude. Dara Koshashawi. The hand of Thanos in your anus. The hand of Thanos in your anus. That's what I say to Dara. You bring this shit out, you're going to piss off drivers, right? You're going to piss off drivers when you bring this shit out. When you say to them, hey, you can pick up 5 someones and some 5 somethings. Listen, we were not born yesterday. We the guys that have to perform all of this work, Dara. We the ones that like have no idea that you sent out this message and giving us all this additional work and taking all this additional money from the rider, but you're going like this to the driver. You must be crazy, dude. You must be crazy if you think we're going to do all this work, additional work, for no money. Ain't happening. Ain't happening, my friend. Mr. Darakashashawi, I have news for you. I don't care where you come from. If you're from Iran, or if you ran away from your country called Iran, I don't care. I really don't care. But I will not fucking work extra 5 times. 5 times the plus button for like 25 cents. Not fucking happening, my friend. It's not fucking happening at all, you know. No. Cherry pick. You guys know what my favorite fruit is? My favorite fruit is a little red fruit. It's about this big. It's red. It's called a cherry. It's like a cherry, yeah. I love cherries. Just cherry pick. Timothy Graphius in the house. If they had to stop after the trip starts, they actually pay the drivers more for those added stops after the trip. Oh, good luck with that, dude. Ombro says, Professor, I have problems to get the new Uber Pro card. Adam says, I love cherry picking. Don't we love cherry picking? John says, acceptance rate is a reflection of the company, not the driver. Wow, that's a powerful one. Let me repeat this, what he said. This is powerful. Powerful stuff, John. Powerful statement. Very true, very accurate. John says, listen up, everyone. Acceptance rate is a reflection of the company, not the driver. That's a powerful statement. Got 122 likes. Wow. 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 Alrighty. My friends, the time has come to face the final curtain. Uber, you need to read my body language. That is for certain. I will not drive 5 people, or 5 someones, or 5 somethings. Because, my friends, the time has come to give him the stinky finger. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a good one. Don't fall for this nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. And a happy hump day. Try and make some money. Try and cherry pick, right? Try and find some cherries out there. Remember, favorite fruit, cherries. Cherries, huh? Take this one, not that one. Take this one, not that one, right? Shingon. I know what Shingon means. Dara Trash in the house. Shingons. So I wish you all, please stay safe out there, my friends. Most importantly, stay safe. If they make you do these extra stops and extra people, eyes open, ears open, radar. Watch what's happening around you at all times, right? Please be safe. That's the main thing. Got to have that safety. And again, thank you everyone for your feedback, your suggestions, your ideas. It's always good. People read, people learn, people grow. A lot of good feedback here, especially for newbies. Thank you, my friend. XY Blade 46, thank you. David in the house. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Please stay safe, right? That's my main thing here, if I can try and get it across, is your safety, right? Your safety. What is rideshare if I'm 6 feet under the ground, right? I have to really be aware every single time I pick up an individual or drop off an individual. Where am I? What are my surroundings? What's going on? What am I getting into, right? Even when you're delivering food, please, your safety is numero uno. You're number one, right? Remember that, right? Without you and your safety, all of this means nothing. Means nothing. So you really have to focus on you and your safety first before you can make this. Never mind the algorithms, never mind their bullshit here, their campaigns. What's most important here is you and your safety. Without that, it means nothing, right? Nothing. So focus. Never take your eyes off safety. Always trust that gut instinct, that inner feeling. Where am I? What am I doing? Doesn't feel right. What's going on here? Right? So, Blazing Luke is in the house. Let's hope they return everything they took. And I know Blazing Luke's favorite word. It's called the multiplier. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Blazing Luke. The multiplier. He loves the multiplier. Multiply more money by more money, you can make more money. Multiply more money by more money, you make more money. Right? Pictures and real name would be great. Yeah, please, pictures and real name, Darrow. I've said it 5,000 times. Pictures. Whoever this arsehole is who's picking up 5 somethings and 5 someones. Hey, we want to know, what do you look like? What do you look like, right? Your eye color. How big are your ears? Do you have white teeth or yellow teeth? We need to know how big your nostrils are. We need to know what you look like, right? What you look like. It's called a photo. Please upload a fucking photo and show us what you look like. And then please reveal your fucking real name. I don't want to pick up Slutty Socks or Basher or Asshole Brain or Wet Dream. I don't want to pick up these people that don't have a name. Your real name. Who are you? Do you have a picture? Is your name Jonathan? Is your name Nancy? We want to see who we're picking up. No surprises. No freaking surprises, right? Don't like fucking hit us with surprises. There's an emoji picture and his name is like Slutty Fox. No fucking surprises, please. We want the real passenger. Your face, right? Your hair color. Do you have hair? Are you bald? Do you have long hair? Are you blonde? Are you real? Do you match your profile? And more important, do you have a name? Your name. Very, very important, Uber. I mean, bring in the fucking basics here, please. Name and a photo. Let's start there with the very, very basics. They can't even get that right. They can't even get that right. They've been promising this shit forever, for years, and they still have a lot of fake names on our platform and no photos. I don't want to pick up an emoji. I don't know what an emoji looks like in real life, right? I have no idea. I really don't, right? I really do not know what an emoji looks like, right? Who are you, emoji? You know, like, oh, you know, that's my profile picture right over there. That's who I am. Little yellow emoji. Dude, your face. Let me repeat this again, your passenger, dear passenger. Your face, the color of your eyes, the size of your ears, right? The color of your hair, so we can see you. We want to know who you are. We're not peasants. I know what you're saying. He says, bro, we are not peasants. I'll never, ever use that word because I'm not a peasant, right? I'm a human. And I'm going to treat you like a human and me like a human. But do not ever put that brand on you and say, you know, we are peasants. Because then that's the energy you are putting up with. You're okay saying, I'm a peasant. He's the king, I'm the peasant. Get rid of that terminology, right? Never, ever, ever even put in your brain and see yourself as a peasant. Because if you are branding yourself as a peasant, you will remain a peasant. So get rid of that language right now. Right now, you are not a peasant. And they are not the kings, right? Do not refer to them as the kings or the queens. And we are not the peasants, right? We are both humans and we need to work together and respect each other and make money together. It cannot just be one winning party and all losing parties. Doesn't work. Respectable. Thank you. Thank you. High five. Great success. Great success. The fox. Who let the fox out? Fox. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Fox. Thank you for the 5. Piss in my car, then you piss on his head. If they piss in your car, you piss on their head. Like, and you slap them out the car. Pissing in my car would trigger me. If somebody actually pissed in my car, I think it would trigger me. I might drive over his foot. I really would. Really, you know, that doesn't get lower than that. You're going to piss in my car? Hell no. All right, my friends, I need to go. I've had way too much coffee. Way too much coffee today. And be safe out there. Ignore this shit. And riders and passengers, please do not hit that plus button. Please do us a favor. Please. Please, 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 please. If before Christmas, Christmas or after Christmas, do not hit the plus button. Because we do not want to pick up something and someone and more somethings and more someones. We're not interested. A girl peed in my car and I was paid $150 from Uber. Okay, let's back up here. That's a lot of information there. So Stefan says a girl peed, guys piss, girls pee, right? So this girl peed in your car. You can smell it. Ooh, smells like urine. What is that smell? That's urine smell. You know when a dog pisses against a tree, she pissed in your car. She peed in your car. $150 does not get rid of that pee smell, right? How do I get rid of that pee smell? How do I get rid of the pee, that yellow substance? $150. You need to come up with signs. Hey, this car has been monitored by video. You are on dash cam. Please do not pee in my car if you're a female. Please do not piss in my car if you're a male. Please do not spill alcohol or eat fries or hamburgers in my car. We have like a list of 20 things. One of those things is do not pee in my car and do not piss in my car. I mean, what does rideshare come to? Why do people pee in your car? It's gross. You know what I say? Yeah, you want to pee in my car? Oh, lady, good luck to you if you want to pee in my car. You, dude, if you want to piss in my car, good luck to you too. Not happening. Not happening. Leave your comments. Leave your comments on this one. I really, really need your comments, my friends. I need your comments on this one. What do you think? So, God bless you all. Be safe out there. Much love from Cali. It's freezing freaking cold, 45 outside. And stay safe. Please, please stay safe. Wicked One says, what the? I'm not doing 5 stops for $7. There we go, right there. I'm not doing 5 stops for $7. Ain't happening. Not happening, Daryl Kushishawi. This ain't happening. Riders, this ain't happening. This ain't happening. Have a good one, everyone. Be safe. Good night until the next live feed. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Thank you for your feedback.